and welcome. Does the idea of a peaceful, clutter-free home feel like a distant dream? For many, it does. We often find ourselves overwhelmed by our belongings, our homes feeling more like stress sources than sanctuaries. But what if there is a gentler way, a path to tranquility woven into daily life for centuries? In Japan, there's a quiet wisdom, a deep respect for space and objects. This philosophy isn't about harsh minimalism, but cultivating a mindful relationship with your environment. It's about finding joy in intention, transforming home maintenance into self-care and gratitude. Today, I want to share this gentle wisdom with you through 5 powerful principles. These are invitations to see your home and life in a new light, creating a space that supports your well-being. Are you ready to transform your relationship with your space? Let us begin this journey together. The first secret is fundamental. Everything you own should have its own special place. This simple idea is at the heart of Japanese organization, and it's the foundation for a peaceful, clutter-free home. When an object has a designated spot, returning it becomes automatic, freeing your mind from searching for misplaced things. You no longer waste time or energy wondering where something might be because you always know exactly where to look. Imagine coming home after a long day. Where do your keys go? Instead of tossing them on a random surface, you have a chosen place that welcomes them back every single time. A small, beautiful dish by your entrance can become a ritual, signaling you are home. This simple act marks the transition from the outside world to your personal sanctuary, and it brings a sense of calm and order to your daily routine. This principle extends to every object in your life, from the smallest paperclip to your favorite mug. When each item has a home, it's easier to keep your space tidy and harmonious. When items have a home, your space feels organized and calming. The visual order creates a sense of peace, and your mind can finally rest, free from the chaos of clutter. You guide each item back to where it belongs, a gentle dance of order and respect. This mindful act is a way of caring for your belongings and for yourself. Think about the bathroom. Where does your toothbrush live? Is it tossed on the counter, or does it have a clean, dedicated holder? By giving each item a designated spot, you bring calm to your day. Even the smallest routines, like brushing your teeth, become smoother and more pleasant. The same applies to your workspace. A tidy desk isn't just about looks. It helps you focus, think clearly, and work more efficiently. Create a home for each tool, and your mind feels clearer. You'll notice less stress and more creativity when your environment is in order. This isn't about buying expensive systems or fancy organizers. It's about using what you have and making thoughtful choices about where things belong. It's about intention, creating a map for your belongings. Each drawer, shelf, and basket becomes a landmark in your home's landscape. This practice helps you become mindful of what you own. You start to notice which items truly matter and which ones are just taking up space. Does each object deserve a space in your home? Start small. You don't have to organize everything at once. Choose 3 objects you use daily. These could be your phone, your favorite mug, or your reading glasses. Whatever is essential to your routine, find a perfect home for each one. Make it easy and pleasant to return them to their place, so the habit becomes second nature. Create a ritual around returning them to their spot. This small act, repeated daily, becomes a moment of mindfulness and care. Notice how this small act of order makes you feel. A sense of accomplishment, peace, and even joy can come from the simple act of putting things away. By practicing this with just 3 items, you plant a seed of mindfulness that can grow to encompass your entire home. Over time, you'll find yourself naturally extending this habit to more and more of your belongings. This is the first, most powerful step toward creating a home that is a true sanctuary, a place where everything has its place and you can truly relax and be yourself. Let's take a moment to talk about something often overlooked, the space between objects. Not just the objects themselves, but the quiet, open areas that surround them. In Japanese aesthetics, there's a beautiful concept called ma. It refers to the empty space, the pause, the interval that exists between things. It's a subtle but powerful idea that shapes the way spaces feel and function. Ma is not just a void to be filled or ignored. Instead, it's an essential element that gives shape and meaning to everything around it. The emptiness is as important as the objects themselves, creating a sense of balance and harmony. In our homes, we often feel an urge to fill every surface, every shelf, every corner. This can lead to visual noise, a sense of restlessness, and even stress. The more we add, the less we notice what's truly special. Honoring Ma is about appreciating empty space and understanding it as a presence of calm and potential. It's about seeing emptiness not as a lack, but as an invitation for peace and clarity. An empty surface can be a place for your eyes to rest, a visual breath in a busy world. It allows the objects you do display to truly shine, drawing attention to their beauty and significance. Think of a beautifully curated art gallery. The space between each painting is intentional, creating a rhythm and flow that guides your attention. Paintings aren't crammed together, there's generous space around each one. This emptiness isn't wasted, it's what makes each piece feel important and worthy of contemplation. The space tells you the artwork is important, giving you room to appreciate its details, colors, and textures without distraction. It's a silent frame that elevates what's within it. By creating space around cherished objects, we elevate them and give them respect. A single vase on a table, a favorite book on a shelf. These become focal points, not lost in a sea of clutter. This requires a shift in perspective, valuing tranquility and intentionality over abundance. It's about choosing what matters most and letting go of the rest. Consider your coffee table. Try removing everything from it, then thoughtfully place back only the essential or most beautiful things. Notice how the space feels lighter, more open, and more inviting. Or think about a bookshelf. Instead of packing it full, leave some space. Arrange books thoughtfully, display a few covers like art, and let the empty areas highlight what you love. The beauty of Ma creates flow and lightness in your home, reducing the feeling of being closed in or overwhelmed. It invites natural light and air to move freely, making your space feel more alive. My invitation is to experiment with this concept. Choose just one surface in your home, a table, a shelf, a countertop, and create Ma. See what happens when you let emptiness be part of your design. Aim to leave at least 30 to 50% of the surface empty. This might feel strange at first, but give it a try and notice the difference. Clear it, wipe it down, and then carefully select only the most essential or meaningful items to return. Let the rest be open space. Step back and reflect on how it feels. Does the room feel calmer? Do you notice your favorite objects more? Does your mind feel a little more at ease? This simple exercise reveals the quiet power of empty space and the deep sense of peace it can bring to your home and your life. Embrace Ma and let your space and your mind breathe. The third secret is transforming our perception of cleaning. Instead of seeing it as a tedious chore or a never-ending obligation, we can choose to view cleaning as a meaningful part of our daily lives, a practice that nurtures both our environment and our well-being. In Japan, cleaning is not just a task to be checked off a list. It is a daily, mindful ritual that is woven into the fabric of everyday life. It's a tradition passed down through generations, where each family member participates, creating a sense of unity and shared responsibility. The beauty of this approach is that it's not about deep cleaning your entire house every day. Instead, it's about incorporating small, manageable tasks into your routine so that cleaning never feels overwhelming or exhausting. Imagine taking just 5 minutes every morning to wipe down your kitchen counters or to sweep the entryway. These little moments add up, creating a sense of order and calm that lasts throughout the day. Each act of cleaning becomes a moment of mindfulness, a chance to pause, breathe, and be present in the here and now. This approach breaks down what might seem like a monumental task into tiny, gentle actions. By tending to your home in small, loving ways, you show care not only for your space, but also for yourself. When cleaning becomes a ritual, It shifts from something you have to do into something you get to do, a privilege, not a punishment. You may even find yourself looking forward to these moments of quiet focus. It's an opportunity to connect with your home, to show it gratitude for sheltering you, and to express appreciation for the things you use every day. This practice of daily cleaning prevents dirt and clutter from building up, so your home remains in a constant state of cleanliness and harmony. It's much easier to maintain order than to restore it after chaos. Think of it as a moving meditation, where each sweep of the broom or wipe of the cloth is a way to clear your mind as well as your space. Focus on the rhythmic motion of the broom, the gentle sound it makes, or the warmth of the water as you wash a dish. Let yourself become absorbed in these simple sensations. Over time, this daily practice instills discipline and a sense of accomplishment. It brings order not just to your home, but also to your inner world, helping you feel more balanced and at peace. Reframe your idea of cleaning. See it as a form of self-care, a way to honor your living space and yourself. Start small, choose one simple task like wiping a shelf or sweeping a corner, and turn it into a daily ritual that you perform with intention. Perform it with your full attention, treating it as a moment of pause, reflection, and self-care. Let it be a time to reset and recharge. Observe how this small change affects your mood and your space over the course of a week. Notice the sense of calm and satisfaction that grows with each day. This is how you transform a simple chore into a source of joy, tranquility, and connection with your home, your loved ones, and yourself. The fourth principle is about creating openness and movement in your home with less furniture. In traditional Japanese homes, there's a lack of bulky furniture, preserving open floor space for energy and people to move freely. In many Western homes, rooms are filled to the brim, creating obstacles and making spaces feel cramped. This principle invites you to assess your furniture, asking if each piece truly serves a necessary function. Think about the pathways you walk daily. Are they clear, or do you navigate around awkwardly placed furniture? By being intentional with furniture choices, you create a home that feels expansive and liberating. A room with less furniture feels larger and more airy, impacting your psychological state. This concept encourages multifunctionality, making the most of any space. Consider the visual weight of your furniture. Lighter alternatives can change a room's feeling. Observe movement in your home. Notice any piece of furniture that makes a pathway feel tight. Experiment by moving a piece out of the room for a few days and notice the change in flow. The final secret is the practice of seasonal rotation, keeping your home alive and in tune with nature. In Japan, there's a deep appreciation for changing seasons, reflected inside the home. Rather than having the same decor year-round, items are rotated to celebrate each season's beauty. This practice brings freshness and novelty, preventing decor from becoming static background noise. In summer, use light textiles and display fresh flowers for a cool, airy feel. As autumn arrives, switch to warmer elements, creating warmth and comfort. This rotation isn't about buying new decorations, but having a curated collection of seasonal items. The act of unpacking them each season becomes a cherished ritual, connecting you to nature's cycles. This practice encourages a deeper connection with the world outside your window. It helps manage clutter, practicing rotational minimalism with only relevant items on display. The act of storing items is done with care, infusing mindfulness and respect. Begin this practice simply. Designate a seasonal spot for a small display reflecting the current season. This rotating display becomes a focal point of seasonal beauty, connecting your home to the rhythm of life. As we conclude, remember these principles are gentle invitations, not strict rules. Creating a calm, clutter-free home is about making space for what truly matters. It's about crafting a sanctuary that nurtures your spirit and brings peace. Choose one principle that spoke to your heart today and try it. Notice how it changes your space and your feelings. The greatest transformations begin with the smallest steps. Thank you for sharing this time. Your home reflects your heart, and by tending to it, you tend to yourself. I wish you joy on this journey of self-discovery. Which rule spoke to your heart today? Share your thoughts below.